Here's an introduction to experiment 3, where we are identifying an unknown liquid and an unknown solid, and we're using physical properties to do so. So the physical properties we're going to be looking at are solubility, density, boiling point. Those will all be used to figure out who an unknown liquid is, and then we'll use melting point to figure out an unknown solid. For the procedure for this lab, you'll see some videos are posted and then some data is given. So the info sheet will explain which parts for you to watch and which parts for you to use data. So here is the table for your liquid unknowns. So your liquid unknown is going to be one of these compounds, and what's happening in part A will show you the solubility, whether it's soluble or insoluble in these 4 substances. Part B will show you the density, and you'll calculate the density. Part C will show you the boiling point. Those 3 will be used to find or identify the liquid unknown. And then melting point will be part D. And when you see the melting point, you'll come to this table and you'll be able to find part D, melting point, and that'll be used to determine who your solid unknown is. It'll be one of these compounds. So pre-lab can be completed. And then here, once again, the data sheet, you'll run through the videos and the info sheet to show you the different data for these. Part A will just be, are they soluble? Is the liquid soluble or is it not? Part B, the density for finding the liquid unknown. These will be the same calculations as experiment 2, part C. So you can look back to that video in that lab if you have questions on how to find the density of the liquid unknown. Just be certain that you're watching significant figures. Boiling point here, whenever you're reading a thermometer, the ones that we have, you will always want to record to 1 decimal place because each of the tick marks will be a degree and you'll want to go 1 beyond that. So 68.9, for example, or 75.6 for the boiling point. So you'll be given thermometers to read for those trials and or data. And then based on A, B, and C, you'll go to that table and identify who your liquid unknown is. Part D, your melting point, always is given as a range. So you'll have a value where it starts to liquefy and then a value where it completely liquefies. So when reading a thermometer, again, make sure that you are taking these to 1 decimal point or 1 decimal place, and then you'll go identify who your solid unknown is. So this is solid, and up here is your liquid. And then you'll answer all of the post-lab questions.